would pay close attention to what I do, they find 7 is the key to me. It's in my codes. It's in my all this. How you had to put stuff on the internet and whatever everything is just and in my front yard. It's not a god now. It's not no god. I know what an idol is. In my front yard, where I built my house over a long period of time, it took me 10 or 12 years to build it because I was working at the same time. In my front yard, there is 7 wood blocks that I'm going to change to 7 stones in the coming weeks. And them 7 wood blocks has been in my yard, Devyn, for over the house is paid for over 30, 40 years, man. It's just something about the number 7 and
wow.
me and the relationship with 7 and how I relate to God and what I go through and what I still battle with. But anyway, let's talk about you. My mind is running. All those posters, was you all there at the church with Reverend Barnes? Were y'all producing them posters there, or was somebody else producing them posters?
Well, actually, they were doing like services at the church with those posters, and so yeah, we was promoting them at that time, and some of them I found recently doing my research, so I just decided to share them with the world.
Hey, that's awesome. That's awesome. You do you do interviews much? Well, let me ask you. Well, I have I got my production center is all PV stuff. I use Glitz storage things and Pioneer and who else I got in here? Pioneer, and I got old style stuff in here. I got a Stanton digital player, mostly Pioneer and PV and Glitz, and my keyboard is a old style keyboard. But anyway, mine is not the modern. You see the modern, updated production centers for different guys. Mine is the old style stuff. How about yours? How you do yours? You got a modern one, or you got an old style type production center too?
Well, I actually have both, but most of my things are done digitally, like on the internet and phone and computer and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love it. I met Darrell J. Jones. Now he's sleeping at least 24 hours a day.
You're right. He's always on it.
I was always on the internet a lot myself. But Darrell was, I don't care when I went on there, Darrell was already on there. Oh, tell me about your relationship with so many artists now, and how you. I know you love it. You just do it, and it's just. And that's the thing about it. I know I'm supposed to be interviewing you, but I'm doing a whole lot of talking. The thing about stuff that come out your heart, folk can't touch it, Antwan. They can't touch it. Go ahead.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Well, everywhere I go, like when I go to different programs, I get a lot of respect and a lot of love just from what they see me do. And it feels really good, even from the legends. I recently ran into Harvey Watkins, and he was just so excited to see me. And we talked and laughed and did everything. And so many legends, Spencer Taylor and JoJo Powers and the Nightingales and Reverend Span, Brooklyn All-Stars. They show me so much love everywhere I go.
Mm-hmm.
It's just awesome.
Yeah. I look at all the connection you have. There's a naturality about you, I gather, from just like me and you talking now. Even though me and you talked about doing this several months ago, We ain't said over 10 or 12 words, but just like we talking here now, there's a flow. You see what I'm saying? There's a flow in the conversation. There's a legitimacy in the conversation. Just like when I called you, sent you a inbox message about airing your program. See, that's another thing. I listen to a lot of folks' stuff. I won't air their stuff, their production or what they do. I have to have permission. I just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I can go on the internet, or you can go on the internet and hear something, and you can just produce it up and just air it. Don't say nothing to nobody. That ain't right. You know that? That's not right.
Right.
That's not right to do that. You need, you know what I'm saying? You need to get folks permission. You need to, you know what I'm saying? You just can't do that. It ain't in your heart to do it.
Right.
Yeah. Tell me about Luther Barnes.
Oh, man, one of the greatest people you ever want to meet. He's very down to earth, and he's an awesome person to talk to. He'll sit down and talk to you. He's a very genuine person. He loves to write and do different things, and he'll give you a lot of encouragement and wisdom if you sit down and talk to him.
Mm-hmm. I heard. I've always loved their singing, and he's one of my favorite gospel singers. There's another lady that follows me, and everything I put on the internet, she approves it, she likes it, But anyway, I come to find out she was crazy about Luther Barnes.
Wow.
But anyway, tell me about talk about the relationship with Papa Barnes.
Oh, man, he was a real funny person. He loved to tell stories.
Comedian. Keep everybody laughing.
What was that?
I said he keep everybody laughing. Luther Barnes' daddy. Yeah.
Yeah. Always kept people laughing. Loved to tell stories, and he always gave words of wisdom every time I saw him.
Mm-hmm. In other words, I heard him was talking about the lead lady that sang with Luther Barnes, and he was saying about her being a showman and stuff like that, and said that she don't be doing a whole lot of moving and going on, and she replied to Pop and told me, "Look, I'm gonna surprise you."
Yeah.
But she can sing that song.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what. In the church, I sang a lot of Luther Barnes stuff. Oh man, I love the song. Though the clouds may have. Man, that's the first song I really did in depth. I mean, I used to do it just about every Sunday. That's a beautiful song. And
yeah, they have hits after hits.
Woo! I call his song tearjerkers. In other words, they will usher you into the presence of God.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Tell me just a little bit more about the Barneses. I know.
Oh man, it's a real big family. If they can't sing, they can either play. If they can't play, they can do something else. They all talented, and they still singing. Mm-hmm. Even the Barnes sisters, the ones that sung with FC Barnes, the one that Lisa, they're still singing and doing things, and Luther is still making albums with the choir and with the group Sunset Jubilaires, and has a new one coming out real soon, 29th of May. Mm-hmm. Got a new one coming out, so it's gonna be real good.
Mm-hmm. Man, and the children, grands and cousins, they all, it just look like they all just learned it from birth. It's just in them. That's a blessing.
Oh yeah,
that's a blessing. And are you are you kin to all of them? Are y'all all family?
Yes, cousins and uncles and aunts and all that.
Oh man.
Yeah, we related.
Yeah, I like your humble spirit, Antwan. You know, I don't feel hear no arrogance in your voice. I hope you getting some good vibes from me as well. But
oh yes,
I like your tone. You're humble, and God loves humble people. He don't like pride for folks.
Right.
Yeah. In your memory of gospel groups and things like that, you don't have to give a number, but you could, well, however way you want to explain, how many gospel artists in your lifetime that you believe you have had intimate contact with and personal contact with and a relationship with, and how has God ushered you in your ministry?
Oh man, I would say really just about all of them. Even if I didn't know them, they knew me from social media and actually came up to me and had a conversation with me. And so I can say I came in contact with just about everybody. I can name the people that I really haven't had a chance to meet, but I really came in contact with just about all of them.
That's great. That's awesome. That's awesome. I've on my radio broadcast through Blog Talk Radio, I got a premium service. You may be familiar with it, but I can air in a 24-hour period, 3 hours a day, every day. I can add 3 hours, but that costs me about $39 a month. But the thing I do, the reason why I wanted to do your interview separate was because I wanted it to sit alone without, the music would have been okay, but I really wanted to get the essence of you and who you are and what makes Antwan what he is, so for his quartet. Can you go into that? I know you said things, but I'm the question I'm asking, I'm getting at, what did God do in your life that has you focus on? I hear people talking about quartet music is dead. You and I know that ain't true.
Oh yeah, it's far from dead.
Yeah, all the music that's done in the world is based on quartet. But anyway, go ahead.
That's right. Well, I would say the people, the way I became the Quartet Man is the people gave me that name, because they would know me from social media, but everywhere I went, the people would say there's that Quartet Man that posted stuff on the internet. So they didn't know my name, so everybody called me the Quartet Man. So I just started going along with it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so they called me the Quartet Man. Even the singers, they didn't know my name when I first came out, so they called me the Quartet Man as well. So it just went along with it, and I just started doing different things and promoting different groups and working with the legends, and we just grew a great relationship, and the relationship is still going. So I thank God for that. And many things are happening, and I'm just looking forward for a great thing.
I noticed several weeks back you said that you had something new coming out so far as your program and your production. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh yes, I'm working on a website, and it's going to be called Gospel Block, but it's not just for me. It's for the quartet community, so you'll be able to spread your music, your new music that you got coming out, or tell about your different events and just gospel news, what's going on in the quartet community. It's for the quartet community, really, not just for me. I don't want to make it about myself because in